All right, let's do a wet set for some vintage hair. First we brush, then we spray with setting lotion. We're going to brush again, make sure everything's nice and untangled. Then I'm going to take some bobby pins. With the front piece, which I call the money pieces, I roll them around a couple of my fingers, roll them down, make sure that tail is tucked, and pin it to the top of my head. If they're standing up like this, it typically means they're going to have better volume as well as a curl. But don't take my word for it. My hair is rather thin, and so I'm going to have to, spray it with a ton of hairspray too. Once I've got those front two money pieces done, I just start going in like 1 inch or 1.5 inch sections because my hair, again, is thin. And I'm just going to roll it around my fingers and continue rolling it all the way down to the bottom of the closest part of the root and pin it to my head. And I do it probably about 30 times to my head. I cut my hair recently, so it's been a little more difficult to do because I can't do just a really, really tight roll. Otherwise, it just becomes super, super fluffy, and then I can't get a good shape to it. Anyway, the idea is to twist these and roll them up to where the curls go basically counterclockwise towards my face on both sides because I want these curls to curl towards my face and not away from it. That just gives me a better 1950s look. If I want to go the opposite direction, I totally can. But then I end up with a bunch of fluff at the back. I work my way all around to the back. I try to keep everything close to where I want the curls to start. So I don't curl the entire shaft. I just curl everything up to where I want it to stop. See, on the left-hand side of my face, I am curling, again, towards my face, but in this time, it's curling clockwise. You don't want to do giant, huge pieces that are like a ton of chunks of hair because then the curls don't set right, especially if your hair is wet because you want these to dry. I always recommend about 1-inch pieces. When I get to the bottom, it's just a free-for-all at this point. I toss a ton of product in there, I brush it, and I just attempt to do tight curls because the bottom of my hair is always going to be weight. And they never see these curls. So I'm just haphazardly rolling them around my fingers, pinning them to my head, and hoping that they stay at night. Some of these sections need like extra bobby pins because they're much shorter or it's a thinner piece, or I just don't feel like one piece is going to secure it enough. So I'll toss one or two. You are more than welcome to do as many as you want, but I do 2 rows. Anyway, I'm done. I'm tossing a couple more bobby pins in there just to secure some of the spots that don't look even. And then I'm taking this fun little scarf that I've wrapped in half, tying it into a bow. And then I'm going to toss this excess into the back to make it a cute little turban moment. And it'll keep my hair from getting gross. So we're done.